Yo. All right, I just wanted to make a quick video. So I saw on YouTube there was like a local news story, and then I just saw a TMZ thing where Trae the Truth, who's from here in Houston and who's a Houston rapper and whose music I like, at least there's some there's some songs I've used in mixes. So I mean, it's he like I feel somewhat a kinship, right? And also in the fact that like whatever's going on with Alessandra Ambrosio and her kids being seemingly my biological children, as well as uh, that I might have had when I was 16, and like there's some weird kind of covert strike on me, or whatever's going on. I got a bunch of kids that I don't know about, seemingly like with multiple women, uh, and I don't get to see any of them, right? And it doesn't feel very good. And so I can understand, um, like why Trae would be distraught, to say the least. And so, I'm just making this to say, like, get him his daughter back, please. It's not. It's just more of this where it feels like someone trying to get a message to me through other people. You know what I mean? Like, hold on. So, like, if we pull this up and we go to this mix and we go to the artwork collage here. Just feels like someone trying to get a message to me through other people, like I get messages to people through music. And, I don't like it. I don't think people here in Houston should like it because I feel like there's some kind of literal war against me here. And, like, it is, I don't know, I want to say mirrored, but it's like what's going on with me is like a microcosm of what's going on in the world. Like as this whole Israel, like when I made the part one of this mix, like the day I started compiling it is when October 7th happened, and I mean these are some prominent Palestinian, or like are they Palestinian? I think maybe they're Saudi Arabian or Egyptian, or I don't know. So it's more of this bullshit where they're acting like you know spies or some bullshit like that. And it's like, all right, you guys do not want to do this because literally Palestine has imploded seemingly because whatever kind of strike out that you've done towards me. And it really is going to look like, it really is going to look like uh, Kefla or kale and cauliflower turned into Kefla, like they fused together. And now, I'm fighting them here as Goku, and I think I'm whooping their ass. So, in any instance, it would be appreciated if this kind of bullshit stops because it looks like Islam itself is about to implode based on like how much this has pissed me off. Um, so, in the least, the Nation of Islam. Probably, I'm going to say this based on this tweet that I just tore into fucking Louis Farrakhan, Jay Electronica, and whatever this random dude from like you got three facts proven ball of Satan because this guy had the here. Just listen to this real fast.
The religion
Also,
of
this has nothing to do with Trae the Truth getting his daughter back, get his daughter back. But I just also like this pisses me off, and my whole point with this is like so this guy is basically saying Christianity is pagan religion. He starts talking about Christmas. I mean, that's not even like official lore. That's like a bunch of people. I don't know. That's like the commodified, commercialized version. Like so, this all his arguments are just stupid. And this is what I'm saying. It's bad for black people that this Islam shit is going on. So Christians believe in, and I'll even say this. I'm pretty sure one of my older mixes. This is even. Let me just make sure this is Trae the Truth. Hold on. I'm pretty sure it is, but I need to make sure so I don't just like get this wrong. No, it's zero. But Houston rappers, I think mostly Christian. So they both got really deep voices. So when I'm thinking about them, I'm like, you know, I just remember these days. Anyway, Christians believe in and follow Jesus, the Son of Yahweh, who is Yahweh. And then everything is cited. Here's three facts proving Allah is Baal. And like I'm saying, in Buddhism, and not really Buddhism, but the Monkey King legend. So this is how the people in the East see it. They know that Islam is a farce, and they make the statement that it's the so the Monkey King gets caught in the Buddhist palm, and I'm Goku the Monkey King, right? And they say that the five fingers of the Buddha's hand are the five pillars of Islam. That's like they don't say it; they just make it really obvious, and and then the Monkey King pees all over the pillars. So that's me pissing all over Islam because it's a shit bullshit religion. But anyway, here's how it's a different deity that Christians follow, Yahweh, and Muslims follow a generic feminine singular Hebrew title referring to even pagan deities, and everything's cited. And then men like the guy who was in that video, the like Louis Farrakhan, who there's a thing that said like Louis Farrakhan. This is even one of the whole reasons I'm saying this, where he like there's like rumors that he died the other day, and then it came out that he was okay. And I'm gonna say this: he's probably gonna want to have died the other day because I'm about to just like I think this whole thing just tears down his whole fucking spiel and his whole bullshit and like everything that he's built in his life is going to come collapsing while he's still alive, else he dies and he's still going to the burning lake. They don't have Jesus. They don't have anything worth value. They're just black men who have sold out other black men. And hopefully, I'll say this: the rappers here in Houston point this bullshit out because like Jay Electronica and Sean Carter have been doing some bullshit towards me specifically to make points to me about Jesus and a Yahweh versus Allah. And I'm going to tell you this: that whole Book of Clarence bullshit. Jay-Z probably did rape a 13-year-old, if I have to guess, because he's a piece of shit that I can tell. And, they're liars who sold out Yahweh for sure. And Muhammad was a racist. You can check out, I've cited everything. This is from the Islamic sources themselves. It was a racist white Arab who owned black slaves, such as the Ethiopian Anjasha, and whose religion explicitly allows for the trading and owning of black slaves, which leads to the evil Arab Muslim slave trade. The Quran itself allows for female slaves, and these men should be ashamed. And then also Jay Electronica has a song called "Road to Perdition," and calls himself says he's got black on black skin tone and the young prophet Muhammad, but Islam says anybody who calls Muhammad black is to be put to death. So I think that even the Muslims would say he was on the road to perdition. I wrote that in here, and it just seems more like they want to be part of the KKK because Jay Electronica calls himself the All Hail the Lyrical Grand Wizard Imperial, and his road to glory. The reason he made any money at all and had anything at all, the reason he was the Renaissance man. If you look at what Beyonce is doing, all that and all this Rock Nation bullshit, and they're about to come and this whole thing where she's on Christmas gonna do this halftime show here with the Texans um and the Ravens is literally just it seems like to taunt me because the actual Jehovah, the actual Jay Z, the actual Jay Electronica, Mr. J, the real Yo, Ya, and Hove, uh, Matthew Ray Wilkins, me, yo, yeah, and it's just losers who like want to abuse people and who would sell out all black people to make some money so that these Arabs can I don't know take over America. I think it even would represent some kind of traitorous like literal treason the way that I'm pretty sure Islam and the Nation of Islam is being used by foreign countries. But yeah, also in Islam, according to the Islamic sources, Satan's a black man. So, it's just more racist bullshit that they either fall for knowingly or are just completely ignorant of. And, to my daughter, so we're speaking about Trae the Truth's daughter, my daughter, like, look at the pictures. It's pretty fucking obvious. Like, if you compare our faces, my daughter Anja Ambrosio has a friend named Breezy, and dear Breezy, I got him, or Breeze, whatever. I'm just trolling everybody with this one, even my daughter, because she's treating me like an asshole. But that's a different story, because his daughter's a young child. Like Trae the Truth's daughter is a young child who's been seemingly kidnapped. I guess my daughter was kidnapped from like birth and like has like Stockholm syndrome or something. So does my son. So does like all my children. I guess I don't know. It seems like it, but in any instance, uh, them acting kind of shitty to me or making points to me. It's like, well, I'll just troll y'all too. I mean, at this point, whatever relationship we would have had has already been stolen from me and you. But I mean, you got Stockholm syndrome or something. So anyway, um, just like this clown ass shit. And then also, real fast, just to make it really obvious, like this was released today by the Jenin Battalion. The Arabs that are pretending to be Philistines, aka the Palestinians. This is what they released. Looks like KKK get up because it's exactly what it is. So check this out. This is from Django. Hold on, I'm fucking with my eye holes. Because this guy, like one of them, oh, maybe this guy looks like his eye holes aren't even there, and he's like probably wouldn't be able to see. And so, this is just clowning these idiots who believe in this bullshit. Who like, yeah, you're on the road to perdition. I'm pretty sure you're going to die very publicly, Jay Electronica, and all this bullshit with Louis Farrakhan and Jay-Z raping 13-year-olds and probably a bunch of shit like Epstein and Diddy bullshit, and Beyonce being a party to all of it, seemingly, and Beyonce's mom participating, and all this bullshit seems like it's too obvious. So just FYI, the Quran is the KKK handbook, the Ku Klux Klan. It's too obvious at this point that that's all this is. It's just a bunch of racist white Arabs with the racist white people from America, which isn't everybody, but damn if they like. I'm positive there's some silly ass KKK people left who don't realize like this shit's falling on y'all's head and you just look like idiots and you don't have Jesus, you certainly don't have Allah. So because Allah is not real. If anything, Allah is the hand of the Buddha. So, but and I really think that the Buddha is probably just all going to the east and then parading himself as a different deity. So it just ends up being Baal worship, which is how the Bible ends. That's what Revelation is. That's why the Prince of Demons is like Baal Zebub. So, and like all the at the seven churches, Balak and Balaam and Jezebel or Baal. I mean, it's all Baal related titles. So I'm pretty sure it's Baal. And whether that's football or basketball or ball, I'm just fucking around with that last start. It just don't. But okay, and then so I have the shootout with the KKK scene from Bad Boys 2, and I'm just trolling these idiots because, like, yeah, fuck you. It's like exactly the thing that it says where, like, wisdom says in the Bible, like, I'm gonna, what is that? What is that? What does it say? Hold on. We'll pull this up. We'll pull it up. We'll pull it up right here. Right here. Right now. Right here. Right now. Right here. Right now. Doing that Fat Boy Slim song. Anyway. This, and, get Trae the Truth his daughter back. I'm not trying to make light of that. I'm trying to make like, okay, I see that he wants his daughter back too. Let me also talk about like, I mean, clearly, I mean, I'm pretty sure this is what the end of the Bible is about, the thing that's going on with me. But I definitely think that, yeah, he should get his daughter back. And mm, yeah, this part where it says, since pay attention to my warning. Now I'll pour out my heart to you and tell you what I have to say. Since I have called and you have refused me, since I have beckoned and no one has taken notice, since you have ignored all my advice and rejected all my warnings, I, for my part, will laugh at your distress. I will jeer at you when calamity comes, when calamity bears down on you like a storm. When you're distressed like a whirlwind, when disaster and anguish bear down on you, then they shall call me, but I will not answer. They shall seek me eagerly and not find me. They despise knowledge. They would have no love for the fear of Yahweh. They would take no advice from me and spurned all my warnings. So they must eat the fruits of their own courses. You know, perdition. Like, I think Jay Electronica, whatever his real name is, doesn't fucking matter. He's gonna die. And whether the Muslims do it to him or, you know, whether this is the next crusade, this is done. And him being used as something to harass me for a long time, I'm pretty sure that's, and like participating, he got too obvious about it. And, you know, I'm pretty sure that's what it is talking about when there's a court case. And it's just a large empire, but he's one of the things that is explicitly doing it. And he's explicitly doing it seemingly for Islam or, you know, whatever the fuck, the Nation of Islam. So they must eat the fruits of their own courses and choke themselves on their own scheming. For the errors of the ignorant lead to their death, and the complacency of fools works their own ruin. But whoever listens to me may live secure. He will have quiet, fearing no mischance. That's what wisdom says. And, you know, wisdom, the one that says, come eat my bread and drink my wine. You know, it sounds exactly like the Eucharist that Christians take, because it is, because Jesus is wisdom. Because, you know, you wouldn't get fooled into believing in a racist ass religion that, like, might as well be fucking the KKK. But I mean, I think Jay Electronica's down with that. He sounds like he wants to be part of the KKK. And, you know, good luck with that one. But it does also seem to me that, yeah, you're on the road to perdition, and that if I'm calling it out like this, and it looks like the platform that I have is growing and the power that I have is growing. And, you know, I've done this really patiently, and you've been given numerous opportunities. So, looks like he's perdition is come, and that's even part of Revelation. That's part of what it talks about. At like, I'll suggest specifically the fifth seal. There's a reason the Emperor of the Abyss is called Abaddon or Apollyon. So you can put Apollyon and you can figure out how etymologically that connects to the word perdition, but it is directly related because Apollyon's the destroyer and perdition means to be destroyed. So, yeah. And it looks ever closer and closer. And these idiots aren't going to make it out of this. So, anyway. All right. Well, I hope Trade the Truth gets his daughter back. And, you know, whatever is attacking me here and that seems to be making points through rappers or whomever else, you know, this shit's done. Like I said, I think from now to my birthday is gonna be fucking insane, and then I think after that could literally be the tribulation, like the 1260 days. So or you know something close to it. We're getting close to it. You know, I think at most 7 years out from the literal end of the Bible, like the seventh seal stuff. But I think we're a bit closer than that actually. So, um, it's just what I've put together. I seem to be on top of this shit, and yeah. So, all right. Well, get Trae the Truth his daughter back, and it would be nice to get my children back. But I've already said this enough, and it even seems like there's a whole. This is more also part of that like empire beast empire thing that's harassing that it talks about in the book of Daniel. So, Daniel 7, where it lays out the entire, I guess, goings of the book of Revelation, or at least a large portion of what's going on in Revelation. So, yeah. All right. Have a blessed one. I'll catch you next time. Yeah. All right. Later.